Okay guys, last page. We want to, number 1, identify the parent function, and 2, write an equation. So we're going to start with number 1. We want to identify the parent function. So if you look back in your 1.1 notes, you'll see that this one looks an awful lot like 1 over x. Now, a couple things have been changed. First off, it's been moved to the right 3. So, number 1, we have had a translation right 3 from the original. Number 2, this one's a little harder to see. The original graph looks something like this. So this one has been dilated, and it's been dilated horizontally. So we have a horizontal dilation because it's been stretched to the side. Now we need to know by how much. Well, it looks like this is the halfway point, so it's a little less than 1/2. So probably by 1/3 would be pretty close. And that gets us to there. And now we need to put these in our equation. So, number 2, I need a new equation, g of x. I need a translation right 3. Well, if I'm going right, that's side to side. So that's going to be inside and opposite what we think it should be. So instead of right, it's going to be a -3. So I'm going to go inside, meaning inside the denominator, and write a -3. Now I need my horizontal dilation by 3. Horizontal is also left to right, so that's going to be inside and opposite. So once again, I'm going to go inside here. Dilations are multiplying, but I'm not going to multiply by 1/3, excuse the bell, because this is opposite. So I'm actually going to multiply by 3. And that's my answer. Okay, let's look at this one. We can tell our parent graph of this one is going to be absolute value of x. It's going to look like that. So first thing I notice is we have a reflection across the x-axis. And that would get us to here. So then it looks like I'm moving translation right 1. Put these in equation form. Oops, did it again. G of x. So if I reflect across the x-axis, that's up and down, so it's going to be outside. So I need a negative outside. Translation left and right is going to be inside and opposite. So right is actually going to be a -1 on the inside. And there's number 12. Okay, number 13 is homework. Let's go back to this bottom part, last part. It's basically the same thing we were just doing, except we get to skip a step. They already give us the steps listed out. We just need to do the equation. So I'm going to start with g of x equals, if I want to reflect across the y-axis, that's side to side. So I'm going to have a negative on the inside of my root. And then I want to expand vertically, that's another word for dilation or dilate, by a factor of 3. So I'm dilating vertically, so that's up and down. So that's outside and the same. So I'm going to put my 3 on the outside. And I'm done. Try number 16, pause the video, see how you do, and then we'll come back. Okay, we should have gotten negative x cubed minus 2. That reflection across the x-axis is an up and down, so we want a negative on the outside. Translating down is also up and down, so outside and same, so I want a negative 2 on the outside. That should be that, and then 17 is homework. That's it for 1.2.